Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Get it! Go!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2. As we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll set up to throw. There's Chris Olave. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
70 Rangers.
2nd and 5. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
2nd and 13. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Moore, the man in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Fielded at the 20. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Cut 19, cut 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready? Captain 11, Captain 11.
Looking to throw. Pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Damian Harris. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Moore, the man in motion. First down, Murray. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing again, Murray. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
They'll get this off to Taylor, and they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Play fake. Murray. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Lawrence Cager, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Roll. Dragon 60. Drop 60.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to improvise. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Randall.
They'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Chris Olave.
His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Julio Jones. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But Mitch
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 39, Murray. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Go. Go.
Murray now on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Come on.
A final shot before half for Murray. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. The Bengals drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Murray's throw taken in by Chark. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Murray.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And Shark hauls it in. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Murray off play action. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Murray going to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and run the option. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on.
To throw, it's Murray. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Murray now. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Coach. Do this.
Murray to air it out again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Bronco quick. 19 wide. 19 tight. Reload.
They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And the Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
They go quickly here out to Moore.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A quick throw complete to Chark.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray now to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second and 9 now. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's caught at the 25. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Darnell Mooney. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Murray.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Throwing again, Murray. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, that one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones from 21 yards away. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Dallas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,